Hello, welcome to episode 6 of the Coffee Kult podcast. I am JD Duran. This is Jamie.
I'm Jamie Martis.
He is the owner, founder, head honcho of Coffee Kult. We're happy to be back. We hope everyone had a great Memorial Day weekend. It was a lot of fun. It was very hot where we're at. I don't know if you were outside, Jamie. I got so much Florida sun.
It was
last
hot.
me the whole summer.
It was hot. Summer's here for sure, which is why you should drink cold coffee beverages.
Cold brew
for sure.
coffee.
What are you drinking today?
I have eye cracker
Cracker?
Yeah.
As espresso or as in coffee?
as a coffee.
You have it brewed as a V.
Love it as a coffee.
It's great. Great espresso will always make great coffee, but great coffee will not always make great espresso.
There you go. That'll
Just so
be
you know.
our next T-shirt.
Yeah? Oh, well, that could be. Very could be.
Yes. So yeah, we're drinking great coffee. It's been a nice start to the summer. Speaking of,
Were you going to ask me what coffee I was drinking?
well, you said that you were drinking the cold.
A cold coffee, but you
Not a
didn't
cold
say
brew?
what it was. No, this is not a cold brew. This is a bougie
A bougie coffee.
drink. This is if you are a serious bougie coffee drinker, you'll drink
Like
a
that guy.
espresso tonic.
He's extremely bougie.
It's espresso tonic.
Yeah. It's one of
So
his
it's tonic,
faves.
ice, and espresso.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There
one
you
of
go.
those things most people won't drink, but
Yeah.
good.
There you go. You know who else is bougie? The New York Rangers.
they're bougie.
Yeah.
Well, they're winners. I know that. So far, we're up 2-1.
You know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and in the case of the Rangers, that describes them because they are getting their butts whooped and they're winning. So, you know, sometimes you just got to be lucky.
It's not an accident.
I mean, okay, they clearly have the best goalie in the playoffs right now.
Yes.
And the goalie is part of the team, so you can't discount that. But holy Lord, he is keeping them alive.
Yeah, well,
He's
isn't that his
carrying
job,
that
though?
team.
But isn't that his job?
That is his job.
His job's to stop the goals. So to say he's keeping them alive you mean he's just doing what he's being paid to do.
That's true.
His
But
job's to
he's
stop
also
the puck.
doing it better than anyone else. 'Cause
He's good at it. Yes, he's awesome.
All the advanced numbers indicate that Florida should be up 3-0 in this series. But
they're
that's
not.
That's why they play the game, as
But
they
they're
say.
not. They're
Yeah,
not.
They're
though.
not.
I don't care what
That's
AI,
true.
that AI bot tells you for your betting.
Not AI. It's math.
Math? Well, that math is wrong. There might as well be a weather girl.
Well,
Actually, sports is after weather normally on the news. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's even worse. I mean, weather only gets it right.
Yeah.
Never.
But that's what makes hockey even more interesting because you're playing a game with a bouncing rubber thing
Frozen.
that's frozen and it is unpredictable. You don't know where it's going to bounce. I mean, that's how they won game 2. Like it goes off the guy's hip. What? Yeah, so that's the fun. At any rate,
A win's a win, no matter how pretty it is.
it's true. That's why they play the game. It's been a fun series, that's for sure.
The Rangers didn't sweep the Panthers, but that's all right. Well, we're still going to win.
They're on their way. Are they going to face Connor McDavid or the depth of the Stars is the question.
The Stars are looking pretty good.
They look real good too.
I like the Stars too.
That's who I'm going in the West as well.
It's like the Dolphins. My favorite team is whoever's playing the Dolphins, and my favorite hockey team is whoever's playing the Panthers.
Yeah.
And right
Which
now, it's the
Rangers.
Rangers.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up with South Florida? South Florida sports teams.
Yeah. He's very anti-South Florida.
Which I want to be pro. We just need better owners. Buy more coffee. Maybe we can buy a sports team one day.
There you go.
You can't imagine how much coffee we'd have to sell
I
to buy
know.
a sports team.
It'd be a
It
lot
would
of
never
coffee.
happen. That's never going to happen.
Well, one thing that you can do to help us get there is Coffee Kult subscriptions. I know Jamie wanted to talk about subscriptions because I don't know if it comes through on the camera, but we have this little baby here that is urging you to sign up for a subscription. And I guess the idea is if you don't like babies, I guess you don't have to subscribe, but you're
should
gonna
still.
really upset this little kid if you don't.
And what was before that?
Kittens?
Kittens, and then it was puppies.
Puppies,
It was
yeah.
puppy, kittens, and babies. The next one's going to be nothing, because if you don't like kittens, babies, or puppies, you should still have a subscription.
Yeah. Jamie, what, if I sign up with a subscription, what do I get?
Oh, that's so funny. I was going to ask you that. You're going to get a discount. You get 15% off. And you can choose how often you want the coffee, every 4 weeks, 6 weeks. If you want something special, email us. We'll get you something special every week and a half, every day, every 2 days, whatever. And you get a 15% discount as well.
Every time your order goes out, 15% automatic. And who knows, maybe you'll get another gift or two along the way.
Yeah, we generally sometimes put extra stuff in our bags. Sometimes we roast extra coffee, and since we're roast to order, we have extra coffee laying around. There's
Yours
probably been
extra.
a few people get some extra coffee once in a while. That does happen.
Yeah, so it's very easy, convenient. You can change your subscription at any time. The portal on the website makes things very, very convenient. So, and if you ever have any issues, you can of course reach out to Jamie.
Yeah,
And
personally.
Personally, we'll put a
info@coffeecult.com.
link to his personal cell down at the bottom of the screen.
It's like the FedEx rep's personal cell phone, or the Panthers CEO personal cell phone. Why not? Let's just get all those numbers out there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on the internet. I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody wanted my cell, I get plenty of junk calls.
Yeah, doxing is such a popular game these days, so we might as well play along. So yes, anyway, subscriptions, best way to enjoy Kult coffee.
Get a discount. And what about sample bags? Are we talking about sample bags
We
today?
can talk about samples.
Oh my goodness, you guys broke. You broke our shipping department with the sample bags. I can tell you, a lot of samples. A lot of samples. The good thing is that turns into a subscription for you, so it's good. And it says it. So if you want a free sample, we're happy to send you one. Just go to our website, click on the button, and then if you don't want it, after you get your coffee, you say, this coffee sucks, then you unsubscribe from your subscription. Or if you just don't want a subscription, you unsubscribe. If you leave it there, we're going to send you 5 emails, and you're going to push 2 buttons that say you're getting a subscription. So don't email us and say, oh, I didn't know I had a subscription. Come on.
Yeah, and
Come on. Be fair.
I think that's worth reiterating because we did see some comments on social media and online about the samples and it turning into a subscription. Like, we're not hiding that. Like,
No.
it's not a scam. Like, it's as clear as day. It says when you sign up for the sample, which is genuinely, or at least it was free. Now it's $1.
No, we changed it back. It's free.
We changed it
again.
free? All right.
We had to slow
it's
it down.
free again.
No, we just had to slow it down a little bit
Okay.
because it
Yeah.
hurt shipping.
Yeah, so it's genuinely free, but it does turn into a subscription. It says there on the website at checkout. So, and as Jamie noted, if you don't like the coffee, you can simply change that. That's fine.
No problem. We're
Not
not
gonna hurt
trying
our
to.
feelings.
It's just the way our
Yeah.
system, our software works. So
Yeah.
that's how
So
it works. We don't make the software. We roast the coffee.
exactly. So you can check that out. What all samples do we have? Again, you
Dark
want-
roast, medium roast, Thunderbolt, and Road Dog, I believe,
There
for
you go.
samples.
All right, go check those out. Some of our most popular coffees, free samples. All right, you wanted to talk about JBM, Jamaican Blue Mountain. As
Yeah,
they
man.
say. What do you want to say about Jamaican Blue Mountain?
Well, Jamaican Blue Mountain's expensive coffee. It's been expensive ever since we've been roasting it. It's one of the more expensive coffees. But if you have a coffee roaster, we didn't bring the whole barrel, but Jamaican Blue Mountain actually comes in a barrel, which is pretty cool. This is the lid. You can see where it's from. You can see it's authentic Blue Mountain coffee. The FDA will allow you to blend up to 20% of something else in your coffee than what it is, but we don't blend. So basically, if you're buying Blue Mountain coffee that's less than ours, it's because it's blended, basically. We don't blend ours
Yeah.
at all. Great
Yeah.
coffee. It's hard
Pure
to get.
Jamaican Blue Mountain, the whole
Yeah.
bag.
Yes, the whole thing. No blenders. It's so expensive. It's really good. It's good, high quality coffee. It's hard to get. It's I don't know if anybody out there has ever done business with Jamaica, but it's can have its challenges.
It's a demanding coffee. People want it.
People want it. It's
love
demanding coffee.
Yeah.
Getting it picked, shipped, delivered to the U.S., and all of ours is FDA inspected and approved too. So,
And I mean, it has a reputation for a reason. It's renowned as one of the world's best coffees. I mean, you find any list on the internet, you're gonna find Jamaican on there. So, yeah, that certainly comes with a price tag. It's hard to get, as Jamie talked about, but it's awesome. I mean, if you've had it, you know.
we don't
it's really
blend
good.
ours. We don't blend ours.
So,
That's the most important thing that I think I want to
okay.
let people know.
There you go. Jamaican Blue Mountain, we still have
A little bit.
a little bit available.
We order in November. It comes in November. Harvest about October. We get it November-ish. Normally for the holidays, we have a little bit
Yeah.
left. We just had a sale. Just
Yeah.
want to share it.
Yeah. Well, and you know, speaking of, even though we sometimes give them a hard time, and it's okay, we still love our decaf friends as well. And we have some Colombian decaf that we're gonna share with everybody as well later on this week. In fact, I believe it is tomorrow, as we are recording this, May 29th. We are going to have a sale for our Colombian decaf. Do you want to talk about that, Jamie? Talk about
Sure.
decaf.
Well, we have to have a sale. So what happened was, there's a young coffee roaster here named Lucas Martis, and he decided to roast some decaf Colombian instead of regular Colombian coffee, which is good. We caught it. It's good. So we have a little extra. So we're going to have a sale.
Yeah,
We'll have it, and
There
I'm
you
not
go.
saying that to embarrass them. It's just that's what happened.
that's what happened. So it has turned into a marketing opportunity. So
Yes.
thank you, Lucas.
The glass is always half full.
Exactly.
So the customers win. We have to, we got
Yeah.
a bunch. We got to get rid of it. So we don't want it to sit around. We're a roast to order. So
Yeah.
we don't want it to sit. So we roasted it by mistake. So we're gonna have a sale.
But since we're talking about it, and some people might not know, how does one decaf this coffee, especially the way we do it, where there's no chemicals involved or anything like that?
Well, I'm not allowed to say any of my decaf jokes because they're inappropriate for the mass public internet.
Yes. Anyway, the process of decaffing the coffee.
There's some funny decaf jokes. And I used to not take decaf serious, but our decaf is actually really good decaf.
Yeah.
It's so what happens is we're all Swiss water process, and basically what that means is there's no chemicals used. It goes to the decaf Swiss water process, decaffeinating process plant in a big container, and they put it in a vat, and they pressurize it with water, and then it goes through these little swirly things. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a coffee roaster. It goes through these little swirly things, and they use some more heat to extract the caffeine out of the coffee, and they sell that to the soda companies, and then they pressurize the coffee and put all of the minerals and coffee back into the coffee. So when you get decaf coffee, it's actually already a little bit brown. It's browner than like a normal coffee that hasn't been roasted. It can be difficult to roast. So, but they basically pressurize it and remove the caffeine, and then pressurize and put everything back into the coffee. But it's just like everything else. You start with a good product to get a good product out. So as long as you don't start with garbage coffee or not as high quality coffee as ours, to be nice, politically correct for the internet. I think that's super important these days.
Yes.
We should do a new word segment
Yeah.
for our thing.
New word?
you learn
Swirly
any new
things?
word?
Is that the word
No,
for
I
this
learned a new word yesterday. I'm getting the younger generation is forming me of new words.
Oh, I know. My son is the same.
Beta male. You're
Oh.
a beta male.
Yep. No.
I don't even know what this is,
Yeah.
but I guess that's if somebody calls you a beta male, that's bad.
Yeah, I have an 8-year-old who incessantly runs around our house talking about how he's Sigma, whatever that means.
Oh, he's
and
a Sigma male.
He's Sigma and I'm
Yes.
Beta.
Yes.
I don't know what.
Oh, you're
any
a
of
beta.
it-
You're a beta male, and he's a sigma.
That's what he says. I don't
So-
know what any of it means, but those
So,
are his
I
fighting
can tell
words.
you, I know what these are. Yes, those are fighting words. Being called a beta male is fighting words, like supposedly. I guess it's a video game.
Yeah.
I think, but sigma is
Yeah.
basically an alpha male without all the like aggressive
Yeah,
overtures.
that's
And,
how I understand it as well.
And then a beta male is nothing.
Yeah.
Man, if you have a man bun, you're a beta male. That's how I understand it. I don't know if that's true. Maybe if you know differently, let us know. I have no idea. I don't know.
At any rate. Yeah.
But I know our coffee's bussing. That's what I know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so maybe next podcast I'll bring Sam on and he can give us
The
an
lowdown.
updated, yeah, on all the terminology.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, speaking of terminology, we talked about this last time, but I want to bring it up again, especially because we had a blog about it on the website last week. We announced the Cedro Bourbon coffee,
Oh,
and we had some questions
Cedro.
about
boom.
why it's titled that.
Yes.
And there's a reason why it's titled that.
And particularly, my wife texted me and said that I was misleading customers.
Yeah. Do you want to
She
briefly?
told me, "Why are you misleading customers?
Yeah.
That's not a bourbon coffee, because we do a bourbon coffee,
Yes.
but this is not bourbon. This is Bourbon."
Exactly. And there's a reason why I want to bring this up. So, again, tell the listeners, in case they missed the last episode, why it is called this, and if they haven't read the blog. Of course,
Bourbon is a small island.
Yes.
Well, an island. I won't say it's that small. In the south part of Africa,
Yeah.
where the coffee was found. It's where it's from. So
Mm-hmm.
it's actually from an island called Bourbon. It is not bourbon from Kentucky. That's a whole nother subject, which we like bourbon too. Bourbon coffee is different, which next month.
No.
Is it not next month?
don't get ahead.
No.
We're
Oh,
talking
is it
about
on our
Bourbon.
list?
Yes.
Oh.
Do not talk about that yet. We're talking about Bourbon right now.
Don't ever tell me a secret if you don't want everyone to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where that coffee
Anyway,
comes from.
Island, yes.
There's
and
red Bourbon,
variety.
yellow Bourbon,
Yeah.
Cedro Bourbon,
And it grows very well on that island.
pink Bourbon,
Yeah.
and the what?
Said it grows very well on that island.
Yes,
And
but
yeah,
ours is from Colombia.
it's also from Colombia.
It was grown in Colombia.
It is. I remember that on our trip from last year. So anyway, that's available on the site right now as well. It is extremely fruit forward. This is also a rare coffee. You can't just go and buy this anywhere in the United States.
No, we're the only people that have that coffee in the United States, actually.
So
And we did something here in the front. It's we pulled it as an espresso, and it's really, really fruit forward. It's over the top, I would say, but it's not
excessive in
bad.
a good way.
Yes, it's not bad, but what's really good is to make it into a mocha. So you put a pump of, and I'm not a latte mocha sort of coffee drinker. I like pure coffees, black coffee, but I really liked this coffee as an espresso with a pump of mocha syrup and the espresso poured on top, and then the latte poured. It was
Fantastic.
really good.
All right. Okay, so that's Cedro Bourbon.
Bourbon.
Next week, June 4th, that is a week from today, Bourbon Barrel
Oh my goodness.
is coming back. And that is, yes, the Kentucky bourbon that you're aware of. That is coming back.
And that's where we put the green in a bourbon barrel and let it sit and spin it around the warehouse every day until it's the right content of bourbon.
Yep. It was very popular the first time we rolled this out last fall. So if you're a fan of this coffee, again, supplies are limited, so get on that early and get as much as you want before it runs out. and hopefully it's something we can bring back in the fall.
Those bourbons are toast, so
Yeah.
we may or may not. I have a lead on my favorite whiskey, or my favorite bourbon is called Whiskey Thief.
Yeah.
It's an old moonshiner that doesn't have a whole lot of distribution. I don't think well, when I was there, they didn't have any distribution yet. And their bourbon's better than Pappy's. It's better than most bourbons. It's awesome. Actually, it's a really good bourbon. So I'm hoping to be able to do something with those guys. I got the owner's number.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
should call them.
So, yeah, hopefully we're able to get something with that at the end of the year. But in the meantime, we will still have the Willits and Four Roses that we rolled out last time, and that is going to be available starting next Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. I know we have a lot of bourbon drinkers out there, so.
And we're not with those companies. We don't have an agreement with them.
Yeah.
They are their barrels, and they're places that I've been that I liked. So that's why we chose their barrels.
Yeah.
But there's only 150 pounds of each, if that.
Yeah. So supply is very limited. Be on the lookout for that next week. Lastly, before we get out of here for this week's show, we talked about a backpack giveaway last time. That has altered slightly.
Did you do it?
That's happening this week. We're getting to that. But I wanted to bring it up again this week, not only because it's happening this week, but we have changed the backpack slightly. It's still the same company, still the same kind of backpack, just a little bit of a different visual than what it was last time.
Why would that be, JD?
I don't know. Why is that, Jamie? That is a great question.
Well, the last backpack, the Arc'teryx backpack, I said I wanted to win, and I was told I wasn't allowed to win.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, we'll buy 2 backpacks for the next one. Then we can give one away, and one will be for average for carrying office supplies around here.
Exactly.
So we have something, and so we ordered 2. And I guess the camo one got eaten up by the office person to carry office supplies.
I can
around.
only imagine who that was. So we'll never figure it out. It's forever a mystery. However, we do have another one, as Jamie noted. Again, slightly different aesthetic.
Same
but
backpack, just different color.
Same backpack. Absolutely, just a different color.
It may be I couldn't decide which one I wanted sort of situation.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be giving this one away this week. So how can you win this? Well, you can follow us on social media. There'll be instructions there on how you can enter.
These backpacks are awesome.
We're going to give this away.
With a bunch of coffee. See? It's got a backpack. It's got the Koffee Kult logo on it. You can hold your tent or your whatever you got going on, or your sleeping bag or whatever. It holds a bunch of Koffee Kult coffee. It's in here, I swear. It's gonna come with coffee. See, it holds stuff in there, but it holds a lot of coffee. What else is in here? I mean, you might not get this exact coffee because we'll probably drink this coffee before we give this backpack away. We drink a lot of coffee around here. But there's a lot of coffee, and this is awesome backpack. Like a $400 backpack. Mm-hmm. Who else? What other coffee company is stupid enough to give away a $400 backpack?
Exactly.
What were we thinking? And
you get some dark roast, some Colombia, whatever comes
lots
with
of pockets, all that good stuff. So anyway, these are cool backpacks. I love backpacks. If you didn't know, that's why we're giving backpacks away. Because and that's why I'm like, oh, I want that backpack.
That one's pretty awesome.
I have a
pile. And so we'll have instructions on that later on this week on our social media. So be sure to follow us: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Maybe others that shall not be named that we're not as much active on.
Maybe
definitely
someone,
those 3.
Maybe someone should send. Nobody sent Dave any mail this week for us to go over. So if you
send Dave some email,
we'll read it. Email, letter. He likes letters.
Yeah.
You can send him some letters. We'll send him some letters.
Exactly.
So maybe he'll be less angry if you send him a nice letter.
Exactly.
We had no really, like, customers didn't complain about anything the last couple of weeks. They haven't complained about ducks. They haven't complained about much of anything other than I didn't know I had a subscription, even though I got 5 emails and pushed on 2 buttons that said subscribe now. Other than that, I mean, how else would you not know you had a subscription?
Exactly. But we're
Anyway,
here
I'm
to
being
bring clarity to all of that, so we're hoping that everyone's having a great time with their coffee. I think that'll be it for this episode, unless you have anything else.
No, just Memorial Day. Thank you to those that served it, gave their lives. That's why we actually had a day off. It's something we should remember.
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly.
Especially our Green Berets.
Yeah. We do appreciate those that serve, and we hope everyone had a great weekend. Of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube, or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, however you may be watching us. We do appreciate it. Of course, if you have any feedback, any questions for the next episode, let us know, and we'll be sure to add that to the list. Until then, everyone have a great week, and we will see you all next time.
Time for some more coffee. See you later.